So the Notts players step from the team bus here at Wembley, and it's really an historic occasion for Notts County. The first time ever the club has been at Wembley in its 128-year history. And Derek Pavis, the club chairman, has a word of goodwill for the players as they leave the bus. Nicky Plattner, Charlie Farmer, most of the others there, the team mascot, sitting very proudly behind the windscreen. Neil Warnock, what a day it is for him. The first manager ever to bring a Notts side to Wembley Stadium. And let's hope it'll be a happy afternoon for Neil Warnock. And the players now make that famous walk out onto the hallowed Wembley turf. Young Mark Draper and Don O'Riordan amongst the first ones. Tommy Johnson, Nicky Plattner, and certainly a lot will rest on their shoulders. And it's nice to see so many Notts supporters in the ground at this early stage. The players quite obviously very pleased to see them. There's Neil Warnock and young Master Warnock. And what an occasion it is for the Notts County boss and his players alike.
It's the first time I've been here. I'm looking forward to 3 o'clock, and I just hope we get the right result today.
Have you been very nervous?
Well, I think everybody's bound to be a bit nervous. Just so when it comes to 3 o'clock, the nerves have begun.
Kevin Bartlett, let's bring you in on this. It's your first time here at Wembley, and you're hoping to make a good day of it.
Yeah, that's right, it's a nice place to come and win, but if you lose, it's not so nice, is it, really?
There's only Phil Robinson out of the Notts side who's played here before, so has he given you some advice?
Too much advice.
Yes, he told us about it, but it's just down to what you do on a day, really,
So, a great occasion. I know you would have appreciated automatic promotion, of course, but this must make up for it to an extent.
Well, I suppose if we win today, all the lads will forget about automatic promotion and just enjoy the day.
Phil Turner and Steve Cherry, obviously enjoying the atmosphere at this early stage.
Yeah, very nice. We came up this morning without anybody in the stadium, but as you see, there's only a few people in it at the moment, but we're just waiting, for when we come out of the tunnel, and the atmosphere is going to be tremendous. We just can't wait to get the game ahead, really.
Steve, it's a very special occasion for you because I understand your parents and many of your family are going to be here watching.
Yeah, I've just seen my mum and dad and my sister and her husband, and I've got quite a big following coming down from Calverton and all around Nottingham, and they're all looking forward to the match. Lads are full of confidence, and we just can't wait for the kick-off.
Tommy Johnson, I understand this is your first trip to London, never mind Wembley.
Apart from last week to watch Tranmere and Bristol Rovers, yes, this is it. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant.
So you actually came down to watch the match?
Yeah, the gaffer thought it was a good idea for us all to sample the atmosphere and that, and have a look at the stadium. And I think it's done us in good stead, really, for the game.
Now, a lot's happened to you in a short space of time. You're still just 18 years old, you've banged plenty of goals in. Can you take it all in?
I'm just about to, yeah. I think it would cap it all today if we win, especially. I think that's the main objective. I'd like to get 20 goals, but as I say, it's the main objective to get promotion.
Wembley's a nerve-wracking place for any player, but a youngster like yourself might be a little bit overawed by it all.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that. All I've said no week is there's no pressure on us, really. But there really is. I've been joking about it and that. I feel confident now. I'm just excited more than anything else, looking around. I suppose once we walk up through the tunnel, that'll be the most important factor, and hear all the roars. I think I'll be a bit nervous then, but I've been nervous before, and I've produced a good, so hopefully I can today.
Neil Warnock, the first manager to guide Notts County to Wembley in that magnificent 128-year history.
Yes, it's very exciting. As you can see, the atmosphere is building up, and it's marvellous to be involved on such an occasion, really.
I think you'd agree that if a team can't play football on this kind of surface and in these conditions, then there's never going to be a better opportunity.
Yes, although I've never known a hotter day all season. The heat is really tremendous. And let's just hope that the occasion doesn't become too much for some of the young lads. But I'm quite confident, and the young lads have prepared very good.
Some people might say that Tranmere's appearance here last week might be an advantage with them getting used to the surface. Would you agree with that?
I'll know more about 4:45.
Well, of course, you did come down and watch that game last week, so you've obviously done your homework.
That's right. I mean, I think they'll be quietly confident. I think they'll probably think they're favourites. They've been here, like you say, and won. But sometimes the underdogs come through, and I think we've got as good a chance as anybody.
Notts County supporters having a great day out. Let's have a cheer for the side.
You boys!
boys.
OK, lads, any idea what the score's going to be?
2-0 to Notts.
2-1 to Notts.
You've probably seen Tranmere play Notts before this season.
Yeah, both times.
So Notts are certainly the best side, are they?
Yeah,
Definitely.
What about your favourite player? Who have you come to see excel today?
Tommy Johnson and Dean Yates.
So they're the two main men, are they?
Definitely.
And whereabouts have you lot come from?
Beeston in Nottingham. Eastern Islands.
You're enjoying your day out?
Yeah, loving it, yeah.
One more cheer for the Magpies.
Yeah!
So the two sides take the field on this historic day for Notts County. The first time in their 128-year history that they've actually appeared at Wembley Stadium. And take a moment to savour this magnificent atmosphere. Notts County being led out by their proud manager Neil Warnock. And he'll certainly go down in the history books, but let's hope it can be a happy occasion. And let's hope that Notts can secure promotion to the second division. Tranmere have already tasted Wembley this season. In fact, only 8 days ago, they took on Bristol Rovers in the final of the Leyland Daff Cup and were victorious. And Rovers must be the first third division side to appear at Wembley twice in one season. So let's begin with the Notts team check, and the one significant change in the Notts side is the fact that Craig Short comes back from injury. It seemed at one stage that Short wouldn't be able to play, but he is fit and partners Dean Yates in the heart of the Notts defence. That means that Charlie Palmer reverts to his more familiar role at right back, but there's no place in the side for David Norton, who's a substitute. The one player in the Notts side with Wembley experience is Phil Robinson, who of course played at Wembley with Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Sherpa Van final against Burnley a few years ago. And Notts are also looking to young Tommy Johnson to continue his magnificent scoring record. Wouldn't it be nice if he could score a goal here at Wembley Stadium? So the kickoff is seconds away. The referee checks with both goalkeepers and both linesmen. And the 1989-90 third division playoff final gets underway. Mungle finds Malkin. There's little Thomas can do. And Platner. And the other Thomas Dean getting on the act. And Tommy Johnson provides a cross. But it was just too far ahead of Gary Lund. John Garnett's come all the way across to take care of Gary Lund. And that's interesting. But Notts have Dean Yates forward. Yates looks for the flick on. And the ball finds Johnson, lays it back. There could be an opening here for Bartlett, and there is. Oh! That was so close, but it's a Notts corner. And Yates hunts the ball forward. Garnett beats Lund, but still Notts have possession through Johnson. He looks to turn. Phil Turner gets space and shoots. It was a fine effort. Notts certainly playing with confidence in these early stages. Garnett, though, once again beats Lund. But Thomas has space. A great ball by Turner. Palmer must score surely, but doesn't. Well, it was turned in the end, but the whistle had gone. It seemed for a foul maybe on Steve Mungle. Or it could well have been pushing on the goalkeeper. But that was an opening created by Notts skipper Phil Turner. Charlie Palmer had space, he had time. The play for them keeps on breaking down in the middle of the park, but Harvey wins possession and pushes it forward to Malkin. Malkin's through. Will he score? A dreadful piece of finishing by Malkin. I'm not sure he realised how much space he'd got. Sean Garnett has pushed forward. McNabb leaves it for Harvey, makes a run and receives it. There's Harvey in space, a low shot. Cherry brought to his knees, but he was well behind it. Hughes with the clearance. There's Bartlett. Gets the cross in. Johnson turns and scores! And knocks are ahead. And young Tommy Johnson is the scorer. A moment of pure opportunism there for young Johnson, this dynamic teenager. And that is the 20th goal he's been looking for. Tommy Johnson breaks the deadlock after 31 minutes. Thomas has the free kick. Finds Yates. It's not cleared yet. Johnson gets in the shot. There's a chance for number 2. Well, Gary Bartlett couldn't quite believe his luck when that opportunity broke. With 3.5 minutes remaining of this first half. And Harvey strikes it. Jim Steele had the jump and Steve Cherry was across to cover it. First half draws to a close. Gary Lund homing in at the far side of the box, and Lund wins it. Wins it again into the path of Bartlett. An opportunity for Notts. Bartlett gets in the shot. And it was Steve Vickers who had to clear. So Harvey will take the throw. Another one long into Notts' box. Oh, and a tremendous save by Steve Cherry. Jim Steele. I've only just this moment said how dangerous he can be from set pieces like that. And Steele got the header, and Cherry had to react very alertly to turn that one over. Still Rovers. And Sean Garnett this time heads over. And Phil Turner breaks for the short one. He'll look to return it, but instead decides to cross. Robinson covers ground quickly to pick the ball up on the opposite flank. Robinson into Bartlett. That has to be a free kick. Dean Yates remains forward. Notts have Phil Turner on the edge of the box, Phil Robinson as well. And Craig Short is also up there. Johnson with the free kick. It's a curling one. Short gets to the header, and Notts are 2-0 ahead. Young Tommy Johnson gets in on the celebrations, and can you blame him? He's made some good saves, one from Malkin, and another, of course, from Jim Steele. But Notts are away again. Tommy Johnson. Well, Johnson wins the penalty. He was clean through. Gary Bartlett was watching. He might have thought that Johnson was offside. But referee Roger Milford of Bristol said play on. Johnson found his way into the box, and he was felled just inside. And although the Tranmere players are protesting frantically, the referee is adamant that Notts have a spot kick. And now County have the chance to seal this game once and for all. And the Notts players aren't yet convinced that it is a penalty. Tommy Johnson questions the linesman. And in fact, it won't be a penalty. It will only be a free kick. So we don't have a penalty after all. Johnson, who thought it was, prepares to get in on the free kick. And so does Phil Turner and Dean Thomas. Notts still in a commanding position to go 3 ahead. And will it be Johnson who tries? Yes, it will, and strikes the post. The youngster was so close to goal number 2. The referee checks his watch, and promotion is secured. Neil Warnock celebrates on the bench. 20,000 Notts County supporters celebrate on the terraces, and Phil Turner and his players dance a jig of delight because County are a second division club. And Warnock congratulates Dean Yates, congratulates young Tommy Johnson, and what a future that young man has. Warnock, who rebuilt this Notts County team and has now guided them to the second division. So Phil Turner and Steve Cherry lead the Magpies up those famous Wembley steps where the trophy awaits. Turner, overcome with emotion. Phil Turner. And the roars ring around Wembley as Turner hoists the trophy towards that sea of black and white. Steve Cherry, young Tommy Johnson, and Gary Bartlett are the first ones to go through. There's congratulations too for Dean Yates and Charlie Palmer. Craig Short, a goal hero. Nicky Plattner, a stone wall at the back. Phil Robinson, one of the midfield dynamos, and Gary Lund, who took so much stick from the Tranmere defence. Dean Thomas, what an effective playmaker he's been. One of Neil Warnock's inspired signings. Bartlett and Thomas, the two later rivals at Meadow Lane, and what an impact they've had. So the lap of honour begins. As is the custom, County prepared to pose for the traditional team photograph. And I'm sure that will adorn plenty of walls around Meadow Lane. Breathtaking scenes here at Wembley. Phil Turner, I think you've earned the nickname Captain Fantastic this afternoon.
Oh, superb afternoon. Emotional all round. I think when the final whistle went, it just all, I think it was just waiting to all come out really. Very pleased for everybody, not just for the players that was out there, but for the whole club, the supporters, the directors, everybody that was involved with the club.
I think the second goal did ease a lot of pressure.
I think so, yeah. There was always in with a chance when it was 1-0. And Craig's rose at the far post and had it in tremendous. And I think that, as you said, took a little bit of pressure off us. But I think it was all credit to us. We never allowed them to play at all.
Dean Yates celebrating straight away. I think that's champagne.
Oh, yes, the best stuff. The chairman always promises if we go up, he says we'll have the best stuff.
Right, so second division football, it's a good platform for you. Are the lads up to it?
Oh, definitely. We've got some great players at this club. We've proved that this afternoon, you know. you can see we can play football just as well as any other second division side.
I think the chairman has already underlined the fact that you've got 16 very talented players capable of holding their own, so maybe this is just the start of things to come.
Yes, definitely. Next season it'll show the character of the lads that are playing well in the second division.
Greg Short, goal hero.
Well, no, it's not that. I don't get many. Mick Jones, the chief coach, says you're going up to score, you go for free kicks. I go up for numerous free kicks and corners. I never seem to get on the end of them. And that free kick we've worked on, must have been dozens of times in training. It's never come off. And today, Tommy hit it far post instead of near, and there was no one marking me. It was a free header, really. We should score from those positions.
Now, there are plenty of fairy tales in this side today, and yours is one of them, because you've had an injury, you might not have been playing, but you turn out to be one of the goal scorers.
Well, this season I've had a few injuries, and I think in the next game, I'm never going to play in the next game. But Dave Wilson, the physio, must be one of the best physios in the league. He's a bit different with his methods, his acupuncture, and he clicks you back into place. But this time, last week, I never thought I had a chance of playing. And it was only really yesterday we decided I was going to play. We had a practice match yesterday, and I thought, we'll risk it. I know David Norton was on the bench, and you could always come on, do a good job at right back, and Charlie Palmer slot in my position. So it was a risk, and it came off in the end.
Tommy Johnson, you promised me that goal before the game, and you got it.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I think promotion would come here for first, and then to score is brilliant. I couldn't wish for any more, really.
It's going to take a long time to sink in, I think.
I think it's just starting to now, but about 3 o'clock in the morning tonight you'll find out if it has sunk in, because we'll all be absolutely legless.
Of course, I'm now talking to Tommy Johnson, second division footballer. That must feel good.
Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. It's a good team performance. I don't think you could give anybody man of the match. I think everybody was absolutely brilliant. Midfield closing down, Shorty and Dino winning headers. Brilliant. Everybody played really well, and we're just looking forward now to having a nice rest. Come back in July for pre-season and look forward to the second division.
And of course, you didn't just score one, but you made one, so it's a great weekend all round, and I think you'll be celebrating all night long.
Yeah, my family's come down from the northeast, so I'm glad for them really, because I've stuck by us. I just can't believe it really. It's just starting to sink in.
Tommy Johnson, thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
Neil, can you display the magnificent trophy for us?
Yes.
Let's just have a quick look at that. That means second division football next season.
That's right. I think it's no more than what the lads deserve. I thought we played today like we have done the last 2 or 3 months, and I don't think we had any nerves. I thought we got into the stride of things, and I thought the supporters were fantastic, and it was just a marvellous day for us.
It was always important to get that second goal, I thought.
Yes, because Cherry pulled a great save off at 1-0. But to be fair, we had a lot of chances that we could have put away. But the second goal, it was important.
I think it might be unfair to select a man of the match because it was a great all-round performance, but young Tommy Johnson had a good game.
Well, I wouldn't say there was a man of the match. I think we won today because of why we've been doing the last 3 months. We played as a team. I don't think there were any individuals. I thought everybody did the job. I thought it was a very good professional performance.
And of course you've got this good unbeaten run to take you into the second division, which is a confidence booster.
Well, my chairman said he's given me a vote of confidence till August the 25th.
Right.